I didn't get to completely power wash it. I washed it with a hose. I mean, I guess there is a lot of room. I mean, the seats take up cubic footage. But they also act as shelving, kind of. I mean, there's a lot of freaking crap you can get in here, and it keeps it divided having the seats in. Like camping, bam, right there. Probably need to do something with those freaking, with that heater. I don't know where the heat blows out, the front or the back. Probably not a good idea to put boxes right next to it. We probably ought to not do that. If we can put furniture up here above it. Julie didn't like all the wood, but we might need to build something. There's even more of it too. We tried to put moving blankets in here so the cats would try to come in here and get comfortable, because this is where all our crap is. And I want the cats to be able to climb around and climb through it. You know, because they're the police. Make sure there are no mice get in here. And if we make it like a jungle gym, the cats would love to go climbing around it. We have to put a little door in somewhere. It's going to need new batteries, just not right now. And, yep, let's go inside, go to bed, wash off all the dirt, and wonder where it takes us. Contactless means we don't even have to see you to take your money. We got a warrant! We're coming in. Damn it. I mean, now that's exciting right there, isn't it? Exciting yellow. Yeah. That's got a little pitter patter to it. This little thing does too. What do y'all think of this? He's in there jamming some old Charlie Daniels band. What's going on here? I wonder if they're going to copyright strike that. I hope not. That old guy's probably old hippie. He likes listening to music. He don't care if somebody wants to take his music and play it. Look at this, guys. We found a Super Duty.
I broke one.
A broke one. Whole bunch of redness. What are you doing right there? Look at this area. This is a big old area right here. Dang, you got it all cleaned out. There was like a boat in here and stuff. You got it all gone. Boot right out of the back door. All right, guys, we got stuff to do. Okay, it's the holidays. We've been moving, and now we're gonna get back on James's. I wanted to be able to have time to do it. Just uncovered all this stuff, and we are pretty much ready to button it up. Get the injectors put in. Fill the rear diff. We got the diff cover on there. The holidays and moving really put a damper in schedule, but I needed to repaint all this, touch all these exhaust up. I needed to clean everything up, because I mean, I'd at least like to put them back on looking brand new like they originally were, right? I mean, freaking drag that we're taking it back apart. That's what I'm saying. And everything it's just not fresh and clean no more. So I'm trying to take things apart and keep them clean, new, like a first time install, not like you put it all together all clean and then took it back apart and then put it together again. You can tell. So let's hope you can't tell when we get done. That's the goal. Kind of a mess everywhere.
Sure is. Getting all these
bit.
out.
Put a little towel in it. We're letting the River City nozzles. I'm gonna call it bad luck. I don't want to be that annoying guy over. That's a bad decision, but that's really bad though. I hate that, because you know, I don't want to be that guy that annoying somebody who's always calling, thinking that something's wrong. And I mean, you said it too. These nozzles are. I don't have a warm fuzzy feeling about these, and honestly, I just want them gone. So, I mean, these nozzles are expensive, right?
Yeah, they are.
And they bid us so freaking hard that
It's time for them to go away. We'll eat that.
That's so stupid. I hate that. So.
Until the next truck comes along that we try and use them in, and it costs us even more money. So
Yeah, and the time that it would take and the resources to, man, that's $3,000. The time and the resources needed to take them off, to go through all the crap, and then to deal with the company. And I mean, we'll lose money for the money that it would cost to get it to be covered, or to get our money back. So I'm opting not to. I'm not even going to make them. I'm not going to make River City hassle with it. I'm not going to make anybody hassle with it, because I wouldn't want to be hassled with it. You know what? We paid the money for the injectors, for the nozzles. We thought we wanted to do it, and if we don't want to do it, it costs us money.
Yep.
So I'm putting River City nozzles back in the core box and letting them have them back, letting Ford take them. So. I just saw something blow out of right there. Oh, it came out of here. Came out of there. Dang it. Yep, it sure did. It blew down out of the fuel system. Let's not do that. Now it just cleaned them out. Now we'll blow all 8 of them. I cleaned them with a nylon brush, WD-40 first, and then we'll run around right now and blow out any remnants. Gotta be close, because otherwise you'll blow oil all over the place from the little valleys that are down there in the bottom. This is all we really need to do, that I want to do with them. It's air coming out of inside the injector, so obviously oil is going into the fuel return. Now that's just going to push it back out, but it's at least going to try. So yeah, that's why we soak them. Okay, this plug right here is for headlights. This one right here. Pin 4. We'll go into pin 4, which would be from this side. Yeah, you can't see nothing. Just, we got pin 1, 2, 3, 4. So that one right there. Oh yeah, you can almost see it. That one right there. Now go up, walk around to the front. Oh, wait, I lost it. All right.
it is.
Off.
Off.
On, off, on, off, on, off, on, off.
Yep.
Okay, so it's not wiring. Could be a connection.
It could be a connection right here. When we plug this back in, it could make connection and be working. So let's try that first. A lot of times these problems can be solved by just unplugging it, plugging it back in, and exposing a bunch of wire looms and stuff, because it's not the wiring. So I mean, if anything, it's going to be the central junction box. And that's where we'll, the smart junction box, that's what they call it. So if it is that, you might have to put across it and eliminate right and left. Here, go turn it on and let's see if they come on.
Okay, so I turned the headlights on. No, I don't see it doing anything. Not even trying.
Okay, so we found we mostly found the headlight. And the headlight wire is good. And so our budget is blown. That's what I'm getting at. That's why I'm stepping on my words here. Budget's been blown, it's gone, yeah. I mean, too much happened. So the headlight. Smart junction box down there. Now, I don't know if you actually need to program them. It might be like a transmission controller and a 6.7 maybe. because you don't have to really program those when you swap them truck for truck. I haven't done a lot of swapping of the junction box, but we got the wire exposed here because I can't bend my hand that way. Which one is it? It's, you see the one that's out that's got electrical tape on it that I was actually considering ghetto rigging? We actually started ghetto rigging. It's got electrical tape on it. You see it? It's, shoot, I don't even remember what color it is after all this.
Green and blue or brown and something.
Brown one is the left-hand headlight. And the blue with the yellow stripe? Or what is it? Or
It's green. It's blue with a green stripe.
green stripe, yeah, that bright neon color.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah, that one is the passenger side. So I'm gonna ghetto rig, take that tape off because I don't want it to get all gummy. Basically where I'm at is a smart junction box. That's what it needs. And yeah, that whole box right there, I went through, I probably changed that box 95 times in Meadows truck. Probably.
Probably.
So I was gonna put the little bullshit thing on there, but then I decided, you know what? This bullshit thing right here. But I thought, you know, this needs fixed. This needs a smart junction box. Go ahead if we gotta program it potentially, and you know, our budget is blown. And James actually said the words. He said you could run it. He said just run a jumper. So how I am planning it is I'm going to blatantly strip this about this long, and I'm going to wrap it around the pin that goes directly to the headlight.
The headlight.
And I mean, we could turn the headlight on right now. You just with the power probe, it works. So I'm going to run this, and then I'm going to strip it about that much, and wrap it around the battery terminal completely ghetto. That way, the ghettoest that you can make it, the faster you can remove all that and go completely back to stock. So I'm gonna pull that pin out, take the tape off, and I'm gonna wrap this around that pin. I haven't decided yet what I'm gonna cover that ghetto rig contraption under there, because once again, it's gonna be a bare pin out of the harness. So I don't want it to be gummy when you put it back in the harness after we take off but I've taken longer to explain it than it would have taken to do it.
Yep.
So I'm going to wrap it around it. That way you can unhook it, unwrap it, and you're done. And then when we put a junction box on it, I'll have a little bit more, because we just put injectors in this. We put a pump in this, and we ran with valve covers off, looking for fuel. And I mean, yeah, you know, them injectors, there was actually absolutely no even drivability issues when the injectors were not torqued to 28 foot-pounds. They was probably 18, maybe 20. They was torqued to 18 or 20 foot-pounds. But I took the injectors out and set them on the table right there. And
They're not there now.
right when I took them out, and there was absolutely no burnt, no discoloration, no burnt washers, no issues. You wouldn't have even known. So, was that enough? Because I think we bought them injectors. And yeah, this actually is turning into a financial big deal.
Well, can we fix the headlight?
Well, yeah, we're gonna fix it real quick in like a second, like so fast that we're gonna do it as the truck is running, and we're backing it out the door. We're gonna run up real quick. Oh crap, headlight! Done. That's how we're gonna do it. Here we go. Gotta get ready. So we're gonna put heat in here because we're about to put all our belongings. Well, some of them, the garage belongings. So we got this generator from a guy a while ago. It does have 30 amp plug-in. That's pretty cool. This ain't nasty.
And it was
How
cleaning
they
it.
let it get this dirty? Watch this. Watch that right there. It's freaking nasty. It's really dirty. You want to take a bear spot. It actually cleans up.
You can see the dirt running off the wall. Very humid in here now.
There we go.
Yep.
Wet earning. Keep drill.
We're looking for something inside the toy hauler. Something that's not orthodox, maybe. Who knows? Not the same color blue, and not enough of it to do anything, but enough to play around. Look at the green line in there. I wonder where we'll put that at. Those are different. I don't know, that blue's different. Oh, there's one. How about we get
Am I in the right stack? This stack?
that one right there?
Which one?
That one and that one. They look like the closest one to complete this big old square. So they have 9. Very cool. You can do all of them. 6x6 squares. I don't know, kind of like that too.
I mean, if you want it colorful.
For the bedroom.
You buy this one here, 12 by 8.
Whoa, 94 bucks.
Then you buy that 12 by 14.
Oh man, we'd have to change it when Christmas ends. What is it?
It's made in Ohio. Made in the USA. Sandusky, Ohio. You go see us some Tommy
All
Boy.
right. So we'll put that other one back and get that one. Sounds good.
We got the pump, the hitch, and the garage door opener parts all at the same time. Like,
And we power washed the top of the trailer today. Oh my God, look how dented that looks with the sun shining on it. Open. This should not take too long at all. This is a new motor.
It's been broken forever.
And that motor right there, we should just be able to take. Yeah, buddy. Right there, all assembled. See, I said we wanted the gear because the gear broke. And she
The motor has a lifetime warranty.
had no idea what I was talking about when she said parts inside the motor. She was like, I said, if you just send me that part, we'd be good, but let's put this on. That fifth wheel plate could not have been any better. It couldn't have. And it's still about 6 inches high though, I think. It's still quite a bit high, but it'll work to get everything moved. But I couldn't have asked for anything better on that. That pop-up one had to grind away so that the weld would be could go up in the tube and the bolt lined up and everything. Holy crap. It's wonderful. We power washed the roof, like every inch of the roof, and got all the moss and crap out of it, and then we got some aluminum roof coating we're going to put on it. We're going to just try to do a little bit to water seal the trailer, and debating on gloss white. What do y'all think? Gloss white on the inside of the trailer. Just oil-based gloss white. It's already power washed. We power washed the inside and the outside of the trailer all the way around. There's still some dirt on it, but it's pretty clean. About as clean as we're going to get it in its current condition. And got the fifth wheel on. Chains are gone, but I think I'm going to leave the chains on the trailer just in case, because we also have a gooseneck tongue that goes right in that hole and will work. So that's pretty cool. That makes the trailer a little more marketable, right? Because it's gooseneck or fifth wheel, doesn't matter. And semi-truck height for a fifth wheel, so that'll work. This is a tanker truck fifth wheel that's on this truck. It's I guess it's like 9 inches taller than most of them. So, we looked around at them and we opted to go with that one to get it a little bit further away. I'm kind of kicking myself now, because if I would have got the lower one that has more pivot on it, then it'd probably be sitting right now. It'd be sitting just perfect. So that would be pretty cool with a regular semi, just that wasn't like made. The height of it would hook right up to this trailer as it sits right now and drag it all day long with just electric brakes. It also has automotive or light duty wiring, so the turn signals and brakes are on the same one. But the Volvo has both. I've got 2 or 3 13-pin adapter junction boxes with eyelets and studs that has broke them all up. They're all broken up. I actually have a diagram for it. It's back there. She's rolling along in all her bigness. It's a big old rig. It does not turn very good. I don't know if I'm even going to make it inside of the driveway. I don't know. We might take a whole bunch of gravel off and take it down to raw mud. That happened with the wedge trailer. So let's hope not. We'll see.
Just do the first.
All right, I'm just going to set the phone down while we pull in. I haven't pulled in the driveway yet. I'm going to set it down here. Probably ain't got nowhere to. I'll start the radio down so you can just. Let's just do it real quick. And if you see stuff, you see. Because when we first bought this house, there's not a scenario in the world that would have us fitting in this driveway. We made it 40 foot. This is the house we sold. We're bringing a big old rig in here to. Now we made the drive pretty freaking big. It's about 60 feet wide. Right here, let's see what happens. Let's see if I can go back here and see it. I'll have to look back on it to see how much room it had. I'm not sure. But we've got the camper and the school bus. And I guess Julie said I'm not going to be able to fit through there. We kind of built this whole place so that we could drive around this whole barn. Somehow we got bigger toys now. Where am I going to go? I've never pulled in here before with this rig. So let's sit right here for just a minute. At least we made it in. I'll have to go back and see if we drug very much, making the transition going up the hill back there where Julie's at. Pretty much drove all the way around to where we have to start the bus. Camper's right there. This is our city here. We got the double stacker up to the back of this. And then we got the Excursion, the silver truck, the Escape, the lift gate, the white dually, Racer, the mule. Holy crap. We'll see if we can fit everything inside that school bus. It'd be nice to have that be all of our, like our storage unit. And then the double stacker can be our actual garage. Like where we can leave stuff and tools and stuff. And the camper toy hauler section can be the porch, front porch, where we can come in and take shoes off and I guess a tanning bed. You going to get cat food?
Yeah. We're
Why?
telling the cats to be in the camper.
You about messed
That
up
is
today,
their
huh?
home. Yeah.
You opened the garage door
Well, to get out of your way.
out of habit.
I had a good reason.
Oh, and then
I was
she's
trying
not
to get out of your
gonna
way. But
admit.
it's 74 degrees in there right now.
74 with 2 little space heaters.
Yep.
No propane being used,
Nope.
just electricity. Huh. Got some lights on in here? It's our city here. Look at the height. It doesn't look bad there, but it actually is. It's about 6 inches too tall. It needs to go down about another 6 inches. It'll look good. It'll look real good. We can almost form an entire V, especially if we had the bus pulled over. It'd be like, This is pretty crazy that we are packing up. I can't even sleep at night. Let's see if I can find the light switch in this thing. Batteries are probably almost dead. We got us one like this. I'll come up here and there's a bedroom. I really like this though. I like this. There'll be a platform right there. That's the floor of the Volvo. And then walk into the trailer, into the truck. And that'd be the living quarters. We're gonna live in that. That's the living quarters. And this is gonna be the garage. And you could run out to the garage. It's a pretty, all the doors you gotta like slam. I mean, you do. I've got a fan in here because I power washed it and then missed a bunch of this stuff. We have all this other light, but I put the generator in the bottom and it's really loud. And we don't need it on. I'm trying to get the cats trained right now. This is because we have 4 cats here And yeah, I just have heat in here because I think we're gonna oil base, maybe replace the carpet. That's freaking disgusting crap. And then oil base everything. I mean, there's stuff rubbed all over the freaking place. There's just rub holes everywhere. So that'll be nice. Hopefully we get that done. There are doors on all 4 sides. I just love that. I mean, the only better thing would have been to have had an entry door in the ramp. You know, that would have been even better. But there is a super winch up there with a dead battery that's not hooked to power anywhere. I don't understand that. There's no power going back there to that battery. That's pretty crazy. So, I mean, the batteries are dead. We have not put batteries in it yet. We haven't done any, like, electrical. That's where they cut a hole in it for a helicopter, I guess. But that, you can see the framing right there. And, I mean, our best bet for the Volvo to be over here and to be able to walk back to here would be to abandon that box completely. Because the box that's on the Volvo is a reefer, and I don't want that mildewy, you know, reefer style. Because the box is right there. I mean, I can touch it. Well, I can't touch it. No, it's a little farther away. But abandon it. And that showed me framing right there. How they do it, I mean, it's yeah, that's very, very simple. You know, they're just building it. They're just building it, that's it. So, you know, maybe take that concept of what this is and apply that to the box here. And lots of ideas. Lots of ideas. We might be able to actually harness those ideas and have room and time, space, hopefully enough money to do these kind of ideas. And then let's be honest, I mean, this is a cool little setup right here, and we would want to sell it. We're not in it there's sweat earnings here, right? Because this is not 100% like cream of the crop, $750,000 rig. I mean, the equivalent to this rig is $750,000 though. This is quite a bit less than that. Quite a freaking bit less than that. But I wonder what it'll be worth. Wonder what kind of endeavor we can get into and turn this into, and maybe haul Super Duties in the thing. That's what we're thinking. We'll haul some Super Duties in it. 1 Super Duty. That's it. To and from wherever the customer's at. Just dreaming. It's pretty cool to have this trailer. I mean, it's not all, look at that. Wow. Oh, this is the front cap of it. Yeah, there was actually some stuff. The cabinets are phenomenal. Freaking love the cabinets. They actually work great. They're like everything you would want in a race trailer style cabinet. That's freaking awesome. They work good. I haven't figured out the radio yet. There's a radio down in the cabinet down there. And it doesn't have any power to it, but we've got bigger fish to fry. I don't need a radio on in this thing right now. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. Maybe a surround sound, and we can mount the like the external subwoofer or something up there in the corner. That'd be pretty cool. Or hide it somewhere. It needs to be hidden. We need to try to use this upper footage. Like another thing, I want to put the power washer right there. Like when the ramp is down. But I don't know which way I want it to go. I think I want it to be stored. I don't know. I'd like it to bounce down the road up and down. And mount the power washer right there when the ramp is down. That way when I lift the ramp up, we got power washer. It's stored, and it's very, very readily available. Like right when we drop the ramp and pull a couple of pins and pull the power washer out of the way. Heck yes, that'd be so. And then overhead reel or a reel for the hose. That'd be wonderful. There are lights in here. It's kind of a bummer. I wish I would have started it. But it's loud. You wouldn't be able to hear anything. And honestly, Julie just went inside and then we need to go into. Because tomorrow is James's high pressure pump. It's here. It wasn't here this morning, so I didn't have an entire day on it. You know what I mean? I was waiting. It didn't show up till middle of the day, and that's why we got into this truck and cleaning this out and getting it ready, because we had a day for it. And so Now we took it out of the shop. It's gone. That way when we go to work tomorrow, we fixed the garage door opener today too. That was pretty freaking cool. So now we can pull inside and just go to work. It's stressful right now to try to deliver the caliber of job that we would want cab off. And now we've got both valve covers off and grimy crap, and there's been oil on it and fuel on it, and they don't look 100%, and it's a bummer. It's a bummer. So, what do you think of our trailer, guys? What do you think? Our garage. I don't know if we're going off grid or not. I mean, everything we have, the Volvo has an APU, the camper has a generator of 5,000 Onan, and we just have a generator that we have down in there. It's not real loud, and then we have another set. I mean, you'd almost think we're like prepping or something. I don't freaking know. But like I said, this going through this endeavor pays off the machine shop, pays off our equipment. So what I'd like to get right now would be a 28-foot pup trailer with a dog behind it. I want to get that. We need one of those, and I can put that in between the Volvo and the camper and have a 28-foot pup on it. That would be, then I mean, I'll catch you guys up later because I'm getting too far ahead of my thoughts than what I really need to talk about right now. So we're selling our house. There's a part of it. You can kind of see it. Oh, there's more of it. We're selling it. We're cashing out. And just so I've been telling the numbers. It was $180,000 in profit after we pay it off. We sold it for $277,000. We bought it for $90,000. We spent $60,000 on escrow on this house, and then came back in. As we're sitting right now, it's paid back down to $90,000, and they came with $277,000. So that's the machine shop. Boom, done. Well, not really, because then we're getting everything else. Now we're gonna go ahead and get the mill and a lathe, and a rod hone and a line hone. We're gonna go ahead and get those. We're doing that. I'm done. I wanna be able to. Yeah, I just want all that stuff. That's what I want. That way we have full-fledged. We're good. If we got honestly, what it is because I need my freaking cam bearing tool cleaned up. I need it touched off. So I mean, we don't have the ability for me to even touch off on the cam bearing install tool. So since that's the case, and I mean, we need to buy a lathe and a mill and a rod hone and a line hone, and I mean, right? I mean, sounds pretty obvious to me. I think so. Let us know what you think. It's crazy. It's a big old sucker. We could fit a lot of stuff in here, like cubic footage of stuff. It's an overkill, and I'm actually not even going to want to put anything in it. That's what's freaking absolutely hilarious. We bought this trailer. We'll cover that up. I know you're looking at that. I'm focusing on that because I'm going to cover it, because that's not going to stay like that. No way, Jose. But we are, I don't know, crazy to think that we want to leave this empty and not have anything in it. Not a lot of stuff. Have it so that it's usable, so that we could pull up with even though we're selling our house and I kind of bought this to justify as a garage to put stuff in, I'd kind of like to get it lived in, get it moved in, get it so that we can haul something in it. Like if we got to throw a Super Duty in it, or we got to throw a car, or heck, I don't even know. I mean, some of the buddies, we might wind up like somewhat renting it out for a race weekend or something. That would be pretty freaking cool. I mean, we'll have a entire race trailer. You know, there's air. I mean, there's a little air. We probably have to put more air in it. Get water. Yeah. I mean, because that's a pretty big mezzanine right here. That's a pretty big area, and there's a lot of room back there behind it. Very freaking cool. Well, we got it loaded. That's a big old bastard, isn't it? Oh. Yeah, we want to take that mat. Dude, it's kind of heavy. Got all these 19.5s and wheels and tires. We're gonna load all this stuff up too. All right, we're back up here. All right, she said we're good. Might as well catch a cold start here. It's all the way cold. Not that it matters. It's all good. Halfway up the stick. Let's go for a drive. I mean, it's beautiful. Whoa. Let's look at it. Hell yeah. All right. Well, here we are. This is James's truck. Pulled a little bit of load. That's pretty heavy. I mean, those are 19.5s in that compressor, and there's some work in there. And we checked the oil, and guess what? Oh my God, guess what? Oh. Bam, right in the middle of the stick. You can see it. Happy as can be. She's all good. I mean, she needs brakes bad. Brakes are shot. So, you know, the punch list now, since that pump. Now that pump wasn't, I mean, parts fail. A part will fail. I mean, it can be good and then it's bad, just like that. And so right now, I mean, I kind of worked her up here a little bit. I think Julie is dead set that it's the alternator. She thinks the alternator is what all that freaking noise is. So, makes sense. We've had them do it before. We're going to unload this real quick. But that is really, really good news. That's really, really good. So I would call that deemed as a successful repair right there, because it's got 175 miles on it. And before I drove 30 miles and it put 3 quarts. 3 gallons. No, it was 3 gallons of extra. No, it was 3 quarts. I don't remember, damn it. But it was more in 30 miles. And it filled it up in before and all the, yeah. Absolutely cool.
We talked about tearing this.
All right, here it is. We're gonna sell our house and get this. We can sweep the floor and make it look nice. We can clean this up just fine. Hang a tarp up over there.
It depends on how long he's here.
I mean, all we got to do is fold this up and tape it. And that's done. Oh, look, done. Freaking perfect. Love it. All right, here's the house. I mean, it's done. It's pretty. Just put the couch right there. Put the TV on the wall right there. It's done. Move in. What's up here? Oh, look, that's where the kids can sneak out. Sneak out, go steal the combine. Oh, look at this. Oh, look, are there kids in here with it too?
You want some?
Oh, look, we was just looking at carpet squares.
We can put a couple in here.
Oh, there's a whole bunch of carpet squares right there. I'm glad we didn't buy that whole stack.
Shut over there? It is.
Yeah, that window's shut.
That's shut windows for the year.
What's in here? Looks like a good washer dryer area right here. Maybe make it a little taller. Yeah, this is put some windows in it. Oh, I love the room. Yep. Like the odd shapes and everything. Like that, to redo all the walls. I mean, first thing would be a roof on something like this, right? Metal roof. Get a metal roof on it. Wow, big room. Big. Little closet. What is this room? What is this?
That's
Goes to the... Oh, it goes to there. Connects. Yeah, I like this. All right, this is where Silence of the Lambs was originated. Hey, at least it's center block. That's good.
Yeah, good.
At least it's not rock.
Foundation, yeah.
Some of the nope, that's center block all the way to the steps going outside. There's some rock. There's the, isn't it?
That's dirt.
That's just like actual dirt.
Yeah.
That's whoa. We have an avalanche on the water heater. That's hilarious. Wow, look at the ductwork. Is that ductwork for HVAC in the house?
Yeah.
Wow. Damn, look at that 200 amp service.
That's why the electricity's off.
Yeah, that probably makes sense. Just, I mean, once you isolate all these wires, it's nothing.
Right.
I mean, it almost, they don't have a bunch of double pulls in there. But, you know, they don't have them split in half. So you could, what,
Don's the electrician. Not me.
put a new box on it.
And then these water lines.
Oh, this is it. This is, gotta figure out where we want the drains at. Moving gravel right now. Sewage, water, rainwater, fresh washout bay water. Yeah. Okay, so now we're at 319 miles. Pulled off to get some fuel. So we went, it's a 28 gallon tank. We've gone 319 miles, but I did get a different trailer. We took that 16 footer down. I'm kind of just, we're working it. We're working the truck. Oh, here comes traffic. So we did grab this trailer too. It's pretty long triple axle. Really good engine braking. It's empty, but it gives it a little bit of a load, a little bit of work. So we're gonna grab some fuel here and drag this back. I did hook up to the radio. He's got a jamming little radio back there. It jams, so I hooked it to my phone. Oh my goodness, what's going on? Let's hope that they don't only have one pump. Maybe. This thing is going horribly slow. Shut that damn dinger off. Didn't even print me a receipt, bastard. Will remember. Not really. Probably forget. Yeah. There's a 33-foot triple axle hooked to the back of this truck. Keep that in mind. I'm holding you on the steering wheel, not even watching. Going too fast. Trying to hit the hills. I am on the interstate. None of these hills are big enough though. I just walked up the biggest hill past Bait City and slowed way down so I could bounce past the bridges nice and smooth, and then laid into it just enough to drop one gear, and I was going slow enough that I could hold that gear going all the way up, because she likes to upshift, she likes to run to high gear. Whatever the tuning is on the transmission, it likes to grab that high gear, which, okay, this is about our last chance right here. I'm gonna let all the way off on it. Off the pedal right now. Okay, gotta ease back into it, get all the torque locked in, U-joints, rear end, here we go. One more, let's grab one more. Oh, no, it won't give me the other one. I wanna take it. that was not even up to the speed limit pull. And I eased into it too. It only grabbed that one gear. If you drive it smooth enough, then it won't do the whole banging through the transmission gears. It won't. It'll be easy on it. That was there was absolutely nowhere to be had on that transmission from that acceleration right there. I kind of would have liked for it to grab that one more gear, but hey. That's pretty much it. It's smooth sailing. There's no more grades that are even going to give us, we're actually going down. Enough of that. Not really trying to have the camera distract me, so, but I kind of want to show this. And I got a little flat area right here. There's not anything worth grabbing a gear for. You just build some boost, lock it in, hold it in the gear, just let it accelerate. I'm kind of heavy right now. I think it's a 34-foot triple axle bumper pull. It's hooked to this thing right now. It's not really that heavy though. I don't know. It is a big old trailer, but pulling the double stacker around this thing feels like nothing. But it's still a big trailer, especially on a fresh truck, fresh engine. It's perfect because it's not all tall. There's not a lot of wind because it's short. It's only 6 feet tall on the inside. So I'm thinking this might be the new engine break-in trailer for Super Duty service. We can put some lawnmowers, maybe a couple side-by-sides, probably some side-by-sides. That way you could, that have weight, right? You could fit 2 of them in there easy, real easy. 2 of them in a heavy 4-wheeler. So if you do that, that's a pretty heavy trailer. That is good to break in. I'd like to back it out of the shop, fresh engine, drop that trailer on the tongue and go to work. Not beat on it, but just work it. Because I don't believe in breaking. Not in don't haul a trailer for 500 miles. You've heard that forever and ever and ever. I agree with watching your throttle and not beat on it, but work it when it's time to work. I haven't even really got to work this truck. Nothing has been heavy enough, but I have had a trailer on here. See, I'm slowing down. The brakes are not good at all. I'm getting off the interstate right here. But the brakes, yeah, we need to budget some more for the brakes. We kind of need some more budget because the brakes are not very good. They're really not. You can't see my brake foot, but they're not. They stop. I actually go really slow because I got this big old trailer on here. No use in hurrying to the stop. But the brakes, what other issue? Okay, the fan. Yes, the fan. Okay, I'm about to go to war with the 6.4 Murray fan. You guys hear that? Of course, the throttle is so touchy that my foot's actually bouncing like that. Yeah, that's all me. Back there it was. And there's got to be a way to override that fan. There's got to be a program. You've got to turn it down or quit using these freaking fans because it's just we just need a switch. It would be worth it to hook it to a switch. We could probably find the wire right here under the dash. You could go. It would be probably a butt connector. It'd have to be a regular switch though, because if it's not, it'd have to just be something to break current, break the return signal. Unless there is a 12 volt, because what I'm getting at is to use an upfitter switch. mean, I guess you could hook it to a regular switch through a relay. Yeah, I'm just talking to you guys. This is the same thing I'd be saying to Julie if we was driving down the road. So, but this truck, I think it came out very nice, and the oil from the pump, that inevitably was the pump. I'm sick of that fan here. Let's give it a little throttle. The fan's got to go. I mean, we went through there, and we've got to dig through and make sure that we find the right fan, which fan it was. I don't know. I mean, this is a time when we just get kicked in the balls, because I mean, we were trying to do right by putting a fan on it so that the fan doesn't go. It's going to Florida. It needs air conditioning fan, cold fan, which that might be something that would actually be pretty good, because once you've taken off from a stop and you get the fan to unlock, see, like right now, it's not locked. So once you do that, it stays unlocked until you come to a stop. It's so freaking weird. It's like and they all do it. They pretty much all do it. You come to a stop and it goes to full unlock until you kind of let her go a little bit. Any of you guys that have this fan clutch and that have dealt with it and listened to it blowing and blowing, every time you stop, which is not bad if you don't hammer on it, because that fan takes a massive amount of power away from the truck. I mean, massive, but it also will make the air conditioning ridiculously cold. I think that's what, I mean, they're an AC company. They're a engine coolant and refrigerant company. Murray is. So they probably want the air conditioner to be very cold, because it would result in less warranties for them, because you overcompensate on the fan. Overcompensate, make it blow ridiculously much, because that's what the parts are needed. They need that kind of over attention to actually function like they should, I guess. I have no idea, but I know I'm really bummed out because I don't really want to do a fan clutch on this, take a new fan clutch off, because it's things like this to fine tune a truck to make it how I would want it, to make everything how I would want. I mean, there is no amount. I mean, there's not. Like, this thing needs the smart junction box down on the floorboard in the passenger kick panel on the right. It needs that. It does. I mean, I think I mentioned that to James about when you turn off the turn signal. Let's see. Well, it did it every now and then. When you turn off the turn signal, they both would flash, and there was a couple other things, but I don't know. Junction box. I mean, that's the right headlight switch. That's why the number one upfitter switch is on right now. The number one upfitter switch, I literally blatantly kind of ghetto rigged a wire that is very easy to take off. Very easy. And I actually pulled the pin out of the harness and we wrapped it up, and I did not put any tape touching the factory wire. We actually wrapped it a Ziploc bag in zip ties, and I wrapped the copper wire around it just to make connection. So with I think a pair of cutters, possibly a razor blade, you could have the brand new connection preserved. And then when you unhook it from the kick panel where I attached to the right front headlight wire, if you're following me, then the kick panel, you unwrap it, you put that back in, get smart junction box, program the PCM, go through all that headache that I ran through that with Meadow so much, and it made me want to beat my head against a freaking wall, because these things are not reliable in communication. They're not. Sometimes crap just don't talk to each other. And, starting opening a can of worms like that See, like right here, right there, my foot was physically jumping on the pedal because I was trying to, and I'm not in it. I'm not trying to get in it, but I could, but it would kind of be hard on it. I feel that if you start the whole acceleration from one shot, you can be nice to the transmission and actually kind of get some acceleration and some fun out of it. You can, but you can't decide halfway through an acceleration that, oh, hey, I'd like to go ahead and haul ass right now. You can't do that because that's how transmissions get beat up. If you start from the very beginning and just, if you want to go, start from a dead stop, bang that motherfucker in gear and let her bang through all the gears. Bang, 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 and then you'll be good. But if you want to go through first and second and then decide you want to, or third and then hammer on it and then have it drop down to second and then back up to third and then funky around a little bit, it's a pain in the butt. So let's pull in. Actually, we're here. Man, I know, James, I know you didn't want me doing it. I'm not watching the phone, I promise. I promise. I'm just kind of just setting it on the steering wheel. Like we're pulling in right now. Let's just do this. We don't have no lights back there. Oh, here. Look, we're in here. Let me see. All day. It's like, damn, oh, need the camper lights on. The Volvo's up there. It's like a whole complex. Can't even see it. Oh, yeah, you can. Julie was packing today. Put a bunch in the bus, I guess. I'm just about out of usable room here. Here, let's do this. Okay, so no power brakes on this. We're gonna go for a hydro boost right now. You can hear it hissing and whining and everything, and this is what we got. Really, it's a freaking core return. Jesus. So needless to say, that is not going to work. So somebody made out like a bandit. They probably just confused it and sent that as a new. Good thing they didn't wash it and clean it all up. No horns honking on the car. It hasn't done that in like 3 weeks. Oh, she said she just touched the key. So one of the keys over there, I think the battery's dead on it. And that, every time you mess with that key, it sets the alarm off. Really freaking crazy. So I gotta, well, do I go ahead and take it out? Probably. See when they can get another one, because once I take it out, the truck's out of commission. We've got 450 more miles on it. We're pushing 1,000 miles on it right now. So we'll see if we can't get the brakes to stiffen up a little bit. I want to get underneath it before we take too much apart and drill out the EGT. We'll do that. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and do that right now while she's on the phone getting that. Let's open up this edge setup and we'll see what we got. What would we do without Amazon? Right? All right. Got the expandable accessory and the CTS3 with the expandable accessory pack. Looks good. All right, buddy, let's open it up. Okay. This little bastard right here is expensive. Like this thing costs just, used to, haven't bought one in a couple months. It used to cost just about as much. It was like $300 for that son of a bitch. Yeah, let's open it. Oh, okay, that is just EGT. Get the probe wire, but this is mainly just EGT. Okay, it's not the whole kit, it's just that. So that'll work. So we'll take 1/8 inch MPT and we'll tap the manifold, thread this in there. A lot of times I would go ahead and kind of Loctite with JB Weld, because this bung right here, 1/8 inch MPT going to this bung, the edge EGT probes generally are pretty good. So I don't want to take any chance on it backing out, because, you know, it's not a flare or nothing. It just tightens down. So that right there. So we'll go ahead and get that put in, and we'll plug the hole with the EGT sensor, and let's just see how well all of the wiring underneath the truck works, because it's already got a jumper going to the OBD, and I'm not sure what the jumper is for. So we're gonna have to see. Sometimes these will not communicate through a jumper. So we can unplug the jumper, see where it's got a remote start, some other kinds. I don't know what all it has on it, but yeah, let's do this real quick. So we got the little setup here, and drill it, tap it, we'll fire it up when it happens. We'll see if I can catch it. I don't know, because that's pretty a quick moment. So we got the drill, the tap, all set up, center punch, and safety glasses. Let's get under there and do this. All right, let's go for it. We're gonna take this, and I'll kind of just mark this right at the number 8 port, see where straight up and down is. That's how I do it. See where straight up and down is. That clears pretty good, so center punch it right there. Right about in the middle of the number 8 port. Okay. The spring-loaded one works fine. All right, is everything all good to start? I don't think I took anything apart. No, you did. All right, go ahead. I guess it didn't get any of that, but whatever. You can see the hole up there at the top. Already drilled it, fired it up, tapped it, all that. So we're gonna put this in with just a hair. Like Loctite it with JB Weld is what I'm doing. Just a little assurance. We want that thing to stay in there. Ever in the world want to worry about it. Hey, you got stupid long? I thought it was. Oh yeah, it is. Go and thread this in. How about the probe? We need to fish the wire down here from the top. Keep it going. Keep it going. That's pretty freaking tight. Yeah, that's tight enough right there. It'll be good to go. Yep, all right, sensor. Good. I mean, I'll take just even an adjustable wrench would be fine with me for this. Boom. Hell yeah. Okay. All right, you want to fish down the wire? Fish this wire down, hook it up, and then we'll be done under here. Let's see, we got rear diff. This was the last thing down here, other than Hydro Boost, which is up top, and Smart Junction box, possibly, but I don't We haven't looked yet to see if we have one. It might end a bunch of issues with that smart junction box, but I think I want to just plug one in and see if it works. That's what I would like to do. All the way back, as close to the firewall as you can. See my hand? Let me find the other light. Hang on. Yep. That's good. Okay. Now that, let's plug it in. That's pretty much a weatherproof connector too. We got a lot of slack, don't we? Why don't you give me... Give me one zip tie. One zip tie would be good. I'll go around this and I'll just hook that to it. It'll hold it out of the way. There won't be no bends in the wire. Is it really? Got cutters? I just need cutters for here. Julie? Okay, there you go. Cutters? I can't get in there to do the... Okay, we're done under here. Good deal. So we're no hydro boost till tomorrow. You son of a gun. No big deal. No big deal. We're actually moving, so we got to pack up, and we got all our stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and cut out. What is it? Oh, I guess it is 4 o'clock, isn't it? So I guess we're just leaving early. That's all we're doing. We got the edge in, the EGT probe, all that's done. It's all wired up, so we got his gauges all set up. That's nice. Next is the hydro boost. We got to get on that. We need to get, hopefully that thing will bring back the brakes and bring it back to life. That's what we need. So Bad Dog Tools absolutely took care of it. He sent me the bits. I might have, I was drilling mild steel with it, and it was breaking it. It was breaking it. These are only for hardened steel, and I broke a bunch of them. I mean, I pretty much broke a lot of them. The ones that are upside down. But he sent them out. Bad Dog Tools, Rhode Island. Yeah, the drill bits I was real skeptical on, but the cutoff wheel is absolutely phenomenal. It's awesome. I'll show you that, guys, some other time. But Bad Dog Tools, their cutoff wheel is absolutely phenomenal. Order one of them. So here we are. We came back. We got Don's trailer. That's not ours. That's not going to be ours. Well, it might be ours. Wouldn't that be some stuff to have that old girl? That came through in the clutch right there. That one is going to insure everything. Behind the school bus right here. With the cat. One of the cats. I bet there's one walking somewhere. coming up in the village. Could check in with the gate. There's just a mess of stuff all over the place.
Let's see how warm it is in the can.
Oh yeah. I hope that's a neighbor. Really? There's no power hooked up or something? Look, they put these plates in. They don't, I don't know if they're uniform. The bolts don't really look symmetrical. You bastards. So that is where the air compressor is mounted. Julie's gonna have to get up on the ladder and hold those bolts while I put it back up. There's the air compressor mounts there. Here, come on, let's let the cat in. All right, well, we just got done. Well, I didn't get done at all, but I'm almost done packing up. There, I want to show this because we did sell it. We're watching the. I actually sat down for about 10 minutes. Hang on, watch this. So this place. Doesn't look like it's packed at all, does it? It is, though. I'll just look around so I can. Well, I was going to go out and get the gimbal that's outside so that I'd have a better, steadier picture because I'm not very good at walking and holding this thing. Got an oil department. Over here is the trailer department. That is the going for a remodel. We have a potential place that we are going to. It's a pretty big Silence of the Lambs house. I mean, if we was to take our stuff to that house, it would be pile all the stuff up and cover it with a heavy tarp. If you look, like this is all gone. I don't know. This is going to the scrap department. I got a transmission in there. I found a transmission underneath the table. That was tools. Got some tools here. I think I'm gonna shove them in the school bus. Electronics. I finally decided to put together a propane container. Tape. That's 12-volt wire. That's important papers. It barely shuts. Yeah. So electronics and plumbing in there, and those scare the heck out of me because those lids come loose in your curtains. Those are what two cats that are completely asleep, like with each other, look like. There's the other one down there. What are you doing, Howie? Nothing. I think they must know that something is going on. They must, because, I mean, everywhere where they have been, the shelves are empty. I got the 4.6 still, but everything is palletized, like toted. It's in totes. Got to put this somewhere. Julie had this made, and I messed it up we put that stuff on it. We was just looking for anything to pour on it, and I don't know what we was doing. It was freaking stupid. Yeah, this thing, I don't even know what to say about this thing. I really don't know. It's not bad, but I don't think I don't know that thing. It's just I don't know what to think. Oh look, what are you doing? Huh? What? Go ahead. What do you gotta say for yourself? Tell me. Here, come here. Come here. Whatever. All right, there's Tanner's wheels. I'm gonna put them back in the box. I got the boxes still. So we're gonna store them in the box. One of them, Tanner, you still got the other one. They're still orderable. You can still get them. Those can actually go on a Super Duty, which is another reason for why that's the only set of wheels I ever bought. Those are the only teenager wheels ever bought in my life. Here, let's do this. They are American. Same. Yep. Seats for the silver truck. I think I'm just going to try and shove them in the back of the truck because the bed's in the back. There is no back seat. I got the seats or the doors that I need to put on too. I think I'm going to strap them in the back. I mean, they're doors, you know, as long as the outside is out. I mean, it's weatherproof. It's like made to literally be outside. I got some Romex. This is scraps that maybe I should leave here because this stuff we tore out of this house, all the extra crap that they literally had a bunch of wiring that did not even work. They had wires tied together that should, it was, man, I thought about, I was going to double support a spot back there on the deck where there's a beam, and then like a foot and a half past it, I was going to go ahead and put joist hangers on one spot, and I didn't, but I think we're probably going to be using joist hangers where we're going. I bought those joist hangers. I don't need to leave them, do I? Right? It's kind of crazy. The double stacker's outside, and I'm actually scared to load stuff up in it. Not scared, but it's not as big as we need. We need more shelves. We need more mezzanine. That's what we need in it. Because all this, man, there is just stuff everywhere. There is, like, I mean, that's Rick's. Drought. I need to, oh, I'm going to take that to Jay. I need to take that back over to Jay. Yep. Load that up right now. No, actually, I'll take that later. Generator for Tanner. Finally got that cleaned out. That's paint for a lot of the main paint we use. This is the stuff I'm going to leave for the new owners of the house. I don't know what else there's going to be by the time we're all the way done actually moving out, but like we've got 2 different kinds of smoke detector. All that's brand new stuff, except the lawnmower stuff. Because I'm leaving the lawnmower too. It's a 72-inch Land Pride. I mean, like, we got a new throttle cable. It's brand new. Just a bunch of brand new crap. Stuff we bought that is best suited for here. Pulleys for the mower and stuff. Yep. I mean, we can try. I mean, I'm, you know, yeah, we can try. The shelves are what they're waiting for up north. They're waiting for these shelves. We got parts, all of the, well, that's going to be the inventory, which there's not as many shelves as I thought we had. There really ain't. I thought we had more shelves, but we've got some. Got one more over there. So we're going to fill these with, basically these shelves are going to take over for the shelves in the shipping container. The shipping container is going to get pretty much emptied, and then all of that stuff is going to go on these shelves up north. I mean, most of this stuff we might, I don't know, we're going to leave. Who knows? I don't know what, we probably won't leave anything because got all this stuff to put down. All kinds of heaters. I think we're going to put the battery on that from now on and do away with the little stool, the little crap rolly stool, because you'll see. You'll see that. That'll be great. That'll be awesome. Got a haircut today. Julie hooked it up. She's going to be cutting hair in Watson, Missouri. We're going to Watson, Missouri. Actually, I'm saying Watson, Missouri because I was born and raised in Missouri. But the actual address of where we're going is actually Iowa. Barely. We can drive almost drive the dozer home to Missouri. By home, I mean where your Super Duty service is going to be. Because that's kind of home. You know, that's going to be our home. But where we're going to be at, we're going to be using all this. All that stuff, maybe some of that. Maybe some screws and staples and surely some oil-based paint. All our remodel stuff. We got a little bit of it. There's enough to get started on something. I mean, that's all our little just paint, and then actual. I mean, we got 2 brand new toilet seats in there. Not that I don't know. Those are what come on a toilet when you buy them. Some light bulbs. Those things, I wish they rolled better, but we got 4 of those too. They don't roll too good, but they might be useful. Freaking speaker box. Well, I made that. I made that in junior, might have been high school. I made that in high school. Yep, I made that. Heck yeah. We're gonna take that with us. We're gonna take that and actually put it in the camper. That's where that's going. I freaking hate sanding. It's necessary though, huh? Yeah. You know what? It's all late, but I think I want to get these shelves. I think we're going to put these on a table. Because outside we have a trailer. Open this thing up and let's see. Oh, it wasn't even locked. Huh. We've got a trailer right there ready. We just open the door and... But the problem is, I might want to use a stacker to haul the shelves with because they're too tall. That's going to be, I mean, I don't really want to have to lay them over, you know, because all the plywood will fall out. I just don't want to. I don't know. Maybe if it dries, because I don't know how much we might be. I got to start the bus and move it, and it rained, and 780 tons of gravel is not enough. Not even close. Which, what I'm saying, I might get stuck. I might be stuck. Who knows? Probably back up and... I think I can, I'm pretty sure I can get all these shelves in the double stacker. And we can take something, I don't know, maybe the toolbox. Take it up there too. Yeah, I mean, or this. Take this up there so it can get running again. This thing went in the water and it's... I need to run it. It needs to get ran. Because I spent a lot of time with this thing and I don't want to let it go like a defeated. Whole other story right there. And if anybody has any interest, I will gladly tell, but we don't need to get into that now.
Why, do you learn how to shift gears? What are you doing?
Oh, good. Turn that down. Look, I'm watching. He's got an addiction. Hey, don't copyright strike me, all right, JC? Come on, don't copyright strike me. 5 of them. Here, pause that. Here. Okay, I'm putting together all of James's. I mean, it's a memento deal right now. We're going through it. We got the other card over there. Quite a bit of stuff, but he just wants the memento. So I'm gonna put this together and just let it soak today. Try to clean as much of it we can. I think I got all the bearings, cam bearings, lifters, push rods, rockers, the brand new rocker stand, rods, connecting rods. You know, throw all that on there because he, you know, it's a big investment. So right here, we got our coolant flushes. So, okay, VC9. That's the original.
Probably.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we got 5 flushes too. 5 flushes way back this. We need to keep all this stuff because we forget.
Did you get it out?
got safety glasses on.
No, you don't. Be careful.
Nasty, really. Rusted. You ever try to wire brush a spring? That thing catches my finger right now. It'll hurt. Especially with that end right there.
It was really rusted in there.
See if I can get it in there. Get it lined up. Put it back in at least. Turn it. All right, looking at James's brakes back here. We want to bleed it one more time. Put a Hydro Boost on it. It's still, the hissing is gone. So all the noise coming from the Hydro Boost when you hit the brake pedal, that's all gone. But we still, the brakes are horrible. I'm not sure what I was looking at, but we do need to at least pad swap. At least. Look, there's the rotor and there's the backing of the pad. There's none left. And then we go over to this side, and this side has a little bit more. Yeah, it's hard to tell what we're looking at, but it's the little space in there. Yeah, so. All right, now hit the brake, just pump it a couple times. Okay, if you look at that, keep doing it off and on a bunch. Okay, let me try to focus on this. Okay, if you can see that, it's only the top piston is pushing on the brakes. The bottom piston is not moving. You look at this one. It's not really showing. Let me try and zoom. Maybe zoom and we'll show it. See how it's pushing both sides? Look inside the two recesses in it and the caliper. It's pushing both sides even now. Let me try and come over here. Now let's look at those three holes. Now watch. See how it's only pushing the top? The bottom one is just dragging along. It's not really doing anything. So we could be fighting ourselves with that back one, the bottom one. So I would put a new back caliper on this, new passenger side caliper. Go ahead and put pads on the back. We'll go check the front out now, right now. All right, let's see what this side looks like. No, keep pumping. I'm trying to see if the caliper moves. If you can see it move. Wouldn't that be funny if the front calipers are actually locked up? The slide pin's being locked up, and that's what's not letting the brakes get hit. Because they're, yeah. Oh, wait. I just saw that one move. See it? Let's see if the top one moves. Ever so slightly, but it does move. Okay, check the other side. I don't see any movement. Oh, the top one moves a little. See it moving? Yep, it moves a little. It's not looking like the bottom ones are moving. Let's see if you can see inside of here. I'm gonna try to move this so we can look closer. Come back out, go in there. Let's look at the brake pads. Okay, now that, to me, it looks like the pad right there in the middle of the screen, and that's the rotor. The pad and then the backing. So we got lots of pad on this one from what it looks like. Still might be worth taking it and see that one same way, a whole bunch of pad. Okay, so the front ones, this is just a drag because something is not happy freaking bummer. All right, let's take a look up here under Julie's EcoBoost. We got an oil leak coming up there. Really could be that. I wonder if that's the turbo feed tube. I don't know. But I know the turbo drain tube right there is leaking. You can see it. It's pretty simple. But we're just gonna change the oil real quick and yeah, let's
Keep driving it.
keep driving it. All right, let's see how this thing works. We did get the Hydro Boost put in. I spilled a little power steering fluid, have not picked it up yet. Put it down in there, you can kind of see it a little bit now. Ooh, hey. You can kind of see it down in there. A little shininess. But now we're gonna put Smart Junction box on the inside. Actually, we're gonna eat some lunch real quick. Actually, almost ate, didn't get on the phone, so we're gonna finish and then put the Smart Junction box in. Okay, so it's been about a month since I've done 14 of these, so I have to remember what bolts there are. There's no way I'm gonna be able to show it. You can see the little ghetto line that we put in though. We'll pop some of this off, get this trim off. We're gonna do that box. I'm also gonna take the inside trim off. Pull this. And there's 2 push pins in here. I don't think that they were. Let's see. The rear disc. Let's pull this off over here. Try to do it without. I need to just pop the top out. Oh, sorry, right there. Yep. Wish Julie was here. Right. All right, we'll expose all this down here. Take all the trim off, all the way around, so you can get your hand down through there. Go ahead and take the bottom one off too. Might as well. Let's go ahead and throw out some towels to clean it. Keep it. Might as well keep it clean. Keep it tidy. It's not real hard to get greasy prints on the carpet, and that'd be just a freaking drag. Because then you gotta, yeah, make it a big old mess. Okay, this is kind of a pain in the butt, though. It really is. Just because it's so tight quarters. I remember right. Let me get my chair and get all set up in here. Because I'll do this on a chair, kind of. Now, a lot of these, well, first things first, let's get the batteries disconnected. Hang on. All right, so now we're about all situated. Batteries disconnected. Oh, push this together. It's like a coupler. Right there, comes apart. Probably have a little screwdriver. Yep, I'm gonna go get one. I can reach it like this. I'm using the light though. On the phone. Yep. Yeah, what's the use of the light? All right, there's what we fashioned together so that we'd have a headlight while we was driving. Oh, it's moving. While we was just breaking the engine in. Right there. That way we can slide the pin back in. There's no electrical tape, gummy crap on it, so that'll be good. And I'm gonna push the pin back in and we'll plug it in. What's gonna be a drag is if this doesn't do it, we're gonna have to put it back like this. What a freaking bummer. All right, now we can see. get out too. No way. Need you out of the way. Come on. Wow, what is going on with this thing? Okay. Wow. It is stuck. And if I go in and out. There you go. Oh, girl, with a bit on there. Now we got all kinds of freaking room. You can actually see. Kind of. Okay, there. Wow, really? All right, it's all done. Oh, come on. Go. Nothing. No headlight. Oh, why don't you hook the batteries up? I was like, dang it doesn't work. We got the hood light. Let's see if we can.
Ready?
Yep. Oh,
Did it work?
let's see. It did. Smart junction box. Did not program it. Awesome. They both work.
fog lights? Because the fog lights didn't.
Fog lights didn't work either. The key has to be on for fog lights. Turn the key on.
Fog lights?
Nope. Pull on it. Brights. Off.
That's bright.
Yeah, what are you doing?
But no fog lights?
I ain't got no fog lights. No, I don't see any fog lights at all.
What are we doing?
Yeah. We unhooked it because we was going to take them all apart because we didn't have any. Put this all back together. Okay, so we'll see what all functions work and don't work, but at least we now have the front driver headlight. So take that junction box in the backyard and beat the shit out of yourself with it.